Do you think ultimately your Super Bowl experience might ultimately be helpful to you down the road?
I think 100%. I think you can use it as a learning experience and an experience that I have a chance to remember for the rest of my career, the rest of my life, and it's a chance to battle back for something that didn't go your way or you wish would have gone different, and give you fuel to remember that, and that's what you give me something to work for. I think it's something for this team to work for, in this organization and these coaches, and we came up short and we won the last two playing at the same time, so it's hard to really reflect on it this early, but knowing from the kind of the quick 24 or 48 hours that it has been, that we left it all out there. I know that, and we came up short, and we didn't execute or play how we wanted to. But there's a lot of things that this team did well, and we can use it down the road as we get back in OTAs or get back in training camp. Like, what could be the difference, or what could we do a little extra, or what could I do in the quarterback room, or what could we do in the quarterback room a little more, and to find answers and to make throws or to make those plays in those situations that kind of change the outcome of the game.
Great. Thanks for coming in, first of all, and talking to us and making the time for us.
Yeah, no, last year was a little bit different case, just with compared to this year, just the coaches and stuff. So
different dynamics too, But looking ahead, physically, I think one question is just where are you physically in terms of, can you say like you won't need any surgery or anything going forward to set yourself up for the offseason to have a full offseason?
Yeah, just get some time off. Time off. Time's the best healer, and definitely just need time off. Nothing that needs any thing to be done. Just some time away, and time to get some rest, and just time away from football.
Drake, how good do you feel just about the foundation that you guys set this season and what that does for you moving forward?
Yes, coach just mentioned that in the squad meeting. Just what the foundation we've set, for this city, for this fan base, kind of got them back, got some energy back in the city. I think that's what we talked about in the quarterback room all year long, about turning the city back up, and I think we did that. I think you felt that this year. You felt that at on Sunday, in the game, and we're at the biggest game on the highest level, and the Pats, they said we were back, but we came up a little short. But sometimes that happens, and sometimes you wish things would have gone different, but I can't say I have any regrets, besides not making a few extra more plays and a few extra throws in that game.
What was your biggest takeaway after watching the film again?
Yeah, I think we just lost. I think they made more plays than we did, and they were the better team on Sunday, and they deserved to win, and we just we couldn't. Speaking for myself, couldn't get enough going on offense to help our team win.
Drake, you talked about with Karen and also with Doug this year about learning and taking away from the Super Bowl, but from the year as a whole, from what you learned this year, what do you take from this year to help you going forward?
I think first off, just what a long journey it is, to get to that game, and as many bumps or bruises or time you spend or how long it's field, it's really it's worth it when you are in that game and you have a chance to win the Super Bowl. And I think that's what you do it for. And it's really hard to make it seem like the games behind don't matter, but that's really the case when you get to that stage. The games behind, the 20 other games that we played, they really, it feels like the last one was the one that really mattered. And I think that's what you kind of learn about. That's what you go to work for and improve and not try to stay at the same level, coming into next year and try to act like, man, we're here and we're fine. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. You got to elevate, and teams are going to be looking at what we did, how we improved so quickly, and how we won the division and won the AFC and a lot of great things. So teams are going to try to have a bullseye on us to try to stop us. So we got to not try to be complacent and know that teams are going to be chasing us, and we got to try to chase the Seahawks.
Just
with Will Campbell, what's it been like? I know you guys have such a good relationship off the field. Just what's this first season been like playing with him?
Yeah, it's it's a pleasure going out there with Will. Every time I know it's probably been a long year for the rookies. A long year for Will, a long year for these guys to get adapted to play in the NFL. And I think Will is, a great case of, somebody who's experienced it all, experienced, the ups and downs, injury side of it, the long, the long times we gotta, you don't want to talk to the media, but you have to, or, the expectations of a first-round pick. I think he's dealt with so much this year. It's only gonna be, great for him in the future. He's gonna be a great player in this league. He already is a great player in this league, and I look forward to, getting back in, see him in the off season, hanging out with him, and getting back in the OCAs. I love Will, and I look forward to playing with him for a long time.
Will, do you have, what's your off season going to look like this year, perhaps compared to last year? Like, do you have any, plans to kind of chill and then get back to it, or can you?
Yeah, I can't say too much. This off season, I got a wife now. We got a beautiful wife, so.
So you got married last year.
No, I look forward to spending this off season with my wife. And that's kind of my first thought. That's going to be the highlight of my off season. I can tell you that.
Drake, I know
Did you learn anything about, you kind of mentioned towards the end of the year when you were talking about the shoulder, that it's just, kind of a long season, just sort of comes with that. Is there anything you learned in terms of, how to prepare, how to take care of your arm over the course of a long season that you might be able to use next year, do you think?
Oh, I feel like my arm was feeling great all year. I don't think throwing really was the instance for my arm. I think it's, a case of, having him one, hit in the NFC Championship game. That was just kind of unfortunate timing, and unfortunate kind of what, just like I said, the timing of it. And, the 2 weeks was great to have off, to have a chance to be out there and be out there for my guys. And, you can't, blame things on injuries. Things happen like this all the time in the league. Was blessed this year. What a year of, health and blessings for me this year. You can't, stone it on one little thing on the shoulder. So it's just unfortunate it happened to be throwing one, but at the same time, I could have prevented it or made more plays. I was feeling like I was able to make throws in the game and was myself. So nothing that, I have anything really just much else to say about that.
Drake, I know it might be tough to reflect on it now, but where do you feel like you made the most strides this season, working with Josh McDaniels, working with Ashton Grant? And are there any things this offseason that you feel like you're going to hone in on early?
Yeah, really, felt like my rookie year in this. I was in the first year in this offense. I was the first full-time starter. Had a chance to learn so much from a great offensive coordinator, and Ashton has been awesome with just kind of relaying the connections between the past offense that he was in with the Browns that we had later last year, and just translating it and now using our own terminology and kind of building the foundation of this offense. There's so much more we can take this offense and give me more tools and more just answers to the line of scrimmage. And I think with my capability to play the position and kind of use my knowledge of the game and learn it from coach, to get us in the best spot is only going to help us down the road, and just try to get our guys in that offensive room and get me to that level where I'm, able to operate, on the field in a game-like manner, to accomplish those things. So I'm looking forward to it, getting a chance to be in the, Lord willing and knock on wood, the same offense for the second year. I'm looking forward to that. I think, the sky's the limit for us. We got a lot of great players in that room, in that locker room, and I think, it's going to be fun to get a chance to, find out, hey, what maybe these few things, Drake, you need to, really focus on, maybe eliminate from your game, or, know what plays, you don't take a sack on, or knowing when we're across the 50, try not to have negative plays. I think, little things like that, and, areas of the offense where you can take us to the next level, and coach can kind of give me some tools, and we work on, trying to find that next level. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's what keeps you going in the offseason.
Drake, how much do you think you can build off what you built with Stephon Diggs this year?
Yeah, Diggs, I wish I wish I probably would have given more chances in the game. I know, he thinks probably the same way, and I think he's just been great for us this year. I can't say enough about, what he's done for us, what he's done for this team, and what he's proved for, to himself. I think I saw him say something about that, proving to himself the player he is and how he can still be a big-time player in this league, and he showcased that. He's got a lot of juice left in the tank, and he told me the other day he's got a chance to really work on his craft in the offseason. He really didn't have a chance last offseason coming from an injury, so he's got a chance to get back and working and just trying to get whatever's left in his body. I know there's some left, and I'm looking forward to getting a chance to hopefully to throw him some more passes and watch Aid go.
Drake, when do you get to enjoy the season?
Say that again.
When do you get to enjoy everything that you guys did?
When do you get to enjoy it? Oh man, I think you get to enjoy it when you see guys leave for the offseason. You get to appreciate what it's the relationship with them was like, or we just had a quarterback meeting in there, kind of reminiscing on the game and the season and what we could do better, and you appreciate that. You appreciate the meetings, or the goodbyes or the see you laters. I think that's when you kind of get a chance to look back and be like, man, what a ride and what a year it was. So yeah, I think it stings. It's going to sting for a while, and I know it's what this makes this sport special, and what you'll come back and get a chance to take some time away, but not take too much time away, because we were close, and you got to try to find that extra edge. And I know those guys in the locker room are going to try to find that, and I know the team may not be the same, and the coaching staff may not be the same, but I think our identity and what we kind of put on display this year is not something that we can translate into this next year and build off of. So I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to being back. And they said 10 weeks until we're back here, so that doesn't sound too far away. It turns around quickly on you, so I'm looking forward to it, and appreciate the fans. Appreciate the fans, the support. I know I didn't play as well as I would have liked down the stretch, and I'm gonna promise to do my best to work hard and get us back to those moments in those games. And can't wait to be back in Gillette, and looking forward to next year. So thank you guys. Go Pats.